There we go. Oh man, you ready?
Ready. Always good to go.
Yeah, it's a lot to talk about today.
Oh, there really is. There really is. But as you know, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WDW. As you all know, that stands for We Discuss Wrestling. I am your host, Fernando Pimentel, and I am here with.
Ken Collins, the one and only.
Where would you like to start off? Usually, I'm the one doing all the talking and everything, but I want you to lead us off today. Let us know where
You
we want
know,
to go first.
you know what I want to start off with because only because I seen it online, doom scrolling. About an hour before we hopped on here, and I saw Cody Rhodes on Uncrowned with how you
Ariel Hawani.
Ariel Hawani, and he asked him who he thought the face of wrestling was. And Cody Rhodes had a very kind of have to say it's me because I have the WWE belt, which is technically the biggest belt in the business. But it's like, I don't believe the words that are coming out of my mouth as I say it, but I have to say it's me with confidence. And he had to use the word confidence, knowing damn well Roman Reigns is the face of wrestling.
Is he?
Who's bigger? The only other person right now, because of what has transpired with the New York Knicks, I will give you is Danhausen, right? But he knows when he was saying it, he was lying to himself about it. He is not the face of wrestling. He is a face. I thought when he was like, "Can I do a group of people?" and Ariel was like, "Sure, why not?" Right? He gave him the out. He didn't take the out. He didn't take the out. He didn't just go with the whole, you know what? No, I'm not going to do a group of people because confidence in this business is a thing. And the WWE belt is the pinnacle of our business. And I hold that belt. Cody Rhodes is the face of it. I was like, oh my God. And this is the problem with the Cody Crybabies and what we have in the situation with him having his belt right now. I'm just the denial.
See, my whole thing with that is this. I don't know if you've watched anytime Hawani has done interviews with fighters. I mean, fighters, wrestlers, and
Hmm.
everything. And I'll give you this: most of them are in character.
They can't be.
Most of them are in character. There are some that tween in between the line.
Hmm.
The MJF one that he did a couple weeks ago was fantastic. Right before Double or Nothing, great
That
interview.
was that was fire. That was a great interview. Great interview.
But MJF is the type of guy who can blur both lines. Same with Roman. I think Cody did this interview more in his character than he did himself. At least the snippet that you sent me.
I so here's the thing. I would actually say maybe that's the opposite.
No, because it was
Because Cody, because Cody in character is, I think when he asked the question, he was like, "Are you kidding me? It's me. I'm easy to find, hard to beat. I hold the belt." He goes into politician mode, right? I think this one was really like Cody Rhodes the person, and because when Cody does interviews, and I've seen him do a lot of interviews, you're right. There is no blurring of the line. I think he takes the
nope.
character off and he really talks as Cody Rhodes, the person who grew up in this business, whose dad is the American dream, who knows it in and out, like literally him. And he's not a character in those moments, right? And you're right with MJF or Roman. There is a even Was he going by Killer Cross now?
Killer
Even
Cross, yeah.
yeah, even in his interviews, right? It's damn, that's you, but that's also kind of the character you portrays. But their characters are really them, just super amplified. And that's why they're able to blur those lines really easily when they're in these interviews and they're really talking about it. Cause it's like, yeah, it's a little bit of kayfabe, but then again, it's not. And I think Cody, when he talks wrestling in interviews, is really talking as Cody Rhodes, the person who grew up in this business, knows it in and out, and is not playing a character. He's just giving you his honest opinion as an individual.
I'm gonna jump forward in time right now,
Okay.
and all I'm gonna say is this: if we get to Crown Jewel and it's Roman versus Cody, and the storyline is who's the face, go back to this interview and realize what I was talking about.
Okay.
That's where I'm
Okay.
at with it.
Well,
Because at
because
the
we know
end of
that's what's going to be Crown Jewel. They're setting Crown Jewel.
yeah, that match, but
It has to be Cody versus Roman.
if the storyline is who's really the face of wrestling, that's why I mean this seems like it's in character because they know where they're going and they know where they're trying to get at least to Crown Jewel.
They have to get to Crown Jewel because we got to have Roman versus Cody for Crown Jewel.
Yeah,
Period.
so that's what I'm saying.
Period.
If we get there, and the whole purpose of the story is who's the face of wrestling, Cody was in
That's
character the entire time.
that's why Jay has to lose at SummerSlam,
Yeah,
right? And then it's he couldn't do it, so then he goes up against the big dog, and you got to give Roman the crown jewel win. He's got to get the ring. He's got to be the king of kings. If you're doing all of this bloodline stuff, you can't not have him win crown jewel against Cody Rhodes. That derails everything you're going to set up for WrestleMania.
if he does win, it'll be WrestleMania 39 esque, where he gets help to win.
But he hasn't been getting help lately.
That's the change of the storyline.
He has not been getting help. He's been doing it.
Yeah, but that's the draw of the storyline. The fact
Mm,
that he hasn't been getting help and he finally needed it to defeat this one guy.
no,
Yes, yes,
I don't. I
yes,
don't think. I don't. I don't. I don't think. I don't think. No,
yes.
because you've been doing it this long. That takes away from the bravado of it all too.
It doesn't. It just puts Roman back to where he was at WrestleMania 39 and 40. And even then, he was the man in the business. So if you're dropping him down to where he was a couple years back, is it really a downgrade when he's basically the same guy?
Yeah, because nobody else could step up in the 2 years he gave them the space to build somebody up.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's where I'm at. I think it's story. I think it's story. I think it's straight story. I don't think he's he's trying to blur the line,
Hmm.
but he just doesn't do a good job of it. That's what I'm telling you. I'm waiting for Cody to go heel already. Just ditch the blonde, go brunette, and
Ditch the blonde and go brunette.
ditch the blonde, go brunette, and
But
just
blondes have more fun.
yeah. But when was the last time a blonde had that much fun?
Let's see.
Matt
Great
Riddle.
question. Hey, he was man. Once him and Randy separated, he fell off the planet for WWE.
Yeah, he's gone.
Randy getting hurt. Randy getting hurt him. Well, he's in what is it? Major League Wrestling,
Yes,
MLW.
MLW, MLW.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's good to see him out there working.
Cut his hair. It's short now, but
Shorter. It's still long, but shorter. Yeah.
yeah, but no. When it comes to this whole thing, I think Cody is doing it more in character than anything else. To be honest with you, he has
Look,
to. He has to play this role. He has to. That's the sad thing. He's put himself in a position where all he does is I'm the underdog good guy, even though everyone knows he's not the underdog,
he's
and
not.
he has to prop him. He has to build himself up to prop himself up, and that's where I'm at with it. That's why I'm like, I see what you're saying. I just don't see it from him.
So what I am excited about though is the triple threat match with him, Gunther, and Sami Zayn. About time they give Sami Zayn a
Well, well,
title
well,
shot.
let's talk about it because he, anyone who's watched this podcast from the beginning to now, and it hasn't been that much. I think this is like episode 6 or 7, right?
We are on episode 9.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
These weeks have gone by really quick then. Jesus. Time does fly. So we're on episode 9. So if you watched the first 8 episodes, you've heard me pretty much talk smack about SmackDown. This past Friday, to set up this triple threat match, that first hour was probably the best hour of SmackDown since since even before last year's, not this past year, not this year, but last year's WrestleMania season.
yeah, yeah,
One of the best hours of SmackDown ever because the storyline, the way they played with it, the uh, fast count, Gunther beating up Sammy in the back, everything, every single detail that they did in this was not only professional wrestling as we know it, but that was going back to the days of like Georgia, Stampede, WCW,
yeah,
NWA. That was
yeah,
that type of stuff. And it was perfect because they had the perfect setting too. Kansas City, which was one of the old what would it territory state
yeah. The
cities.
territory
Yeah.
states. Yeah,
So it was fantastic, honestly. I loved it. I was astounded at the fact that they actually were able to do it. Yeah, the remainder of SmackDown was hit or miss, but the fact that it was hit or miss and not just miss, that's an improvement to me. So the way, again, I'm with you. I'm excited for that triple threat, but the way they set it up and the participants are good, are even better because Sammy's always a wild card. Sammy
yeah.
is always a wild card, and I'm just,
Always has been, always will be.
and he's one of the guys who, even better than Cody, knows how to be a tweener. He's right in between.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Way better than Cody knows how to be in between.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
It's like, ooh, is he a heel? But he's the
exactly,
last good bad guy or good
exactly.
guy. He's the last good guy.
He's the last bad good guy or the last good bad
Yeah,
guy.
but yeah,
Exactly,
we don't know.
exactly. We don't know where he's going, but
He's good at being good, good at being bad.
yeah. And honestly, on the SmackDown show, he could have a title run. I know he's not going to right now, but he could legit have a title run with SmackDown characters that are there right now.
He could.
Yeah, he definitely can. So I'm just like, okay, I like it. I'm good, but I just don't think they're gonna pull that trigger because we all know it's gonna be Cody and Roman at Crown Jewel.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Because Crown Jewel, when you go in champ versus champ, it's got to be believable that either guy can win. And if Sammy's champ, you're not believing that he's going to beat Roman, right?
even though he had a really good match with Roman at Elimination
He
Chamber at the
did.
beginning.
He really did. Yeah,
And
like the wrestling is going to be good.
yes,
But we know the outcome. So we're just there for the now you're watching it for the art of it, not for the outcome, not for the guessing the storyline if we're right or wrong. Because
I'm
it's
not gonna
pretty much
lie. I'm not gonna lie here, but as much as we're talking about Cody Roman, I wouldn't mind seeing Gunther Roman. That's two big boys right there. And um, okay, we know Cody could take those chops. Have we seen Roman ever take chops like that?
Gunther and Roman.
Oh,
Again, we know the outcome. You're not giving Gunther the crown jewel.
but you're giving Roman a much okay, okay. Let's play that role then. Okay.
And Gunther's promos are mid.
You already said, right? They got to give Roman the win, right? At Crown Jewel versus Cody.
Yeah.
Why can't they give him the win with Gunther after taking an ass beating?
Because I at least need to think that Roman might not win.
You're already claiming Roman's victory. So you're not even
Well, yeah,
hyped
because
for
I acknowledge
Cody.
my tribal chief. But at least with Cody, we know that the crybabies could be rallying and there might be the chance, the offset of it. I don't think it'll happen, but there's the possibility is there. With Gunther or Sammy, I don't think the possibility is there.
So you're telling me the guy that retired AJ Styles and John Cena
Oh,
has
don't give me. Oh my goodness,
telling me
don't give me
that.
that.
You're telling me
Don't
they
give me
can't
that.
you're telling me they
Don't
can't
give me
build it that
that.
way.
Don't
You're
give me
telling me they
that.
can't build
Him
that.
retiring them two was such bullshit. Like, oh my God. I hated that. I hated that. That was we're not gonna go there.
I loved it.
That was horrible.
I loved it.
That was horrible. Gunther is he's B plus.
Nah. You're not giving Gunther the credit, man.
I tried. You know what's funny? Like I appreciated his IC run. I thought his IC run was phenomenal, right? But then when you move to I I didn't believe him as the heavyweight champ. It was like, oh.
I
Now
did.
Grant, I do put some of that on creative. I do put some of that on creative. But just like I think creative didn't give Jay a good enough runway and space to do things with it, right? But I think both of them are kind of in the same page for me, like, oh, okay, because their characters are kind of anticlimactic. It's like, okay, you got the title, so now what? Right? Whereas with a Sammy, I think you get a little bit more with the run because of the kind of characters he can go. He's way more versatile with his characters.
I agree with you there. I do, but I still think I'd love to see Roman versus Gunther. I'm a Gunther guy. I like Gunther. I'm sorry, I do. I do. I really do.
I don't.
I do.
I don't. Although the chops are fire.
He's the old school villain. He's the old school heel.
He is an old school villain.
He's
You're
very
right.
he's very
That I'll give to you.
yeah, he's very Iron Sheik. He's very yeah, you said yeah, his promos are mid, so he's not Sergeant Slaughter status, but he's very much old school heel, you know?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the and him versus Cody is pretty much Iron Sheik versus Hogan right now.
Yeah. He's a 80s villain.
Yeah, straight up
Yeah.
80 villain, you know?
Yeah.
He's a guy that they would have given Undertaker a run with in like the early WrestleManias, like WrestleMania like 13, 14 and stuff like that. He's that type of dude, you know? He's
Yeah,
that
I get
guy.
that to you. I get that to you.
So
Yeah.
even then he's upper echelon considering where we're at. It's just you want to see more from someone like him. You want to know why he doesn't get the imagine the Gunther we have now with
Yeah.
a Brock Lesnar Obafemi build.
Yeah.
Everybody would be going gaga over that guy.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I appreciate what he does and what he brings because it's very old school, and at the same time he modernized it, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Oh,
So that-
he has the look, the bravado, all of that is there. There's just to me when you start to put him up against the Codys and the CM Punks and the Seths and the Romans, you see the separation.
no, you don't because he's had great matches with all of them.
But you're looking at it in the wrestling portion. I'm looking at it in its totality.
Hey, remember, there was a time that the guy that you acknowledge couldn't talk.
That's true.
Remember that.
I do
John
remember
Cena had to
that.
put him in his place.
I do remember that. It's
Yeah.
called a promo. It's called a promo. You're gonna have to learn to do this if you want to be at this level. I remember that.
It's called a
I
promo, kid.
remember
You're gonna have
that.
to learn how to do it if you
I,
want to be a
I,
big dog.
I,
Yes.
I remember that. I remember that.
So
He also got on his cousin for, having to write his promos on his arms because he was been away too long.
yeah,
There's
exactly.
levels to it.
So there was a time where the guy who's the man in the business was not the man in the business, and they tried to shove him down your throat. Remember that. Gunther is not the type of guy they're trying to shove you down his throat because honestly, he's earned his spot. He's just a better bad guy than most right now. That's it. That's the reality of it. And again, as I stated, he literally is an old school villain. He's an old school heel, and I respect that.
Yeah,
You just don't
yeah.
like it. It's fine.
No, hey, but then that means he's doing his job then, right? Because I'm not
This is
supposed to
true
like
too.
him.
As a heel, yeah.
Because I'm not supposed to like him, right? So that means so let's just say he's doing his job. All right. So what do we think about Liv Morgan possibly probably gonna win Queen of the Ring?
Disgusting. Yuck. I don't like it. Like, okay, there's been Royal Rumbles, right? Where the title has been on the line. And the champ is in the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
AKA Roman Reigns losing it to Triple H before I believe WrestleMania 32, if I recall correctly, and
Yeah.
everything. There's been those instances. There have been instances where the title has been put up at a Royal Rumble because the championship needed to be vacant, a la the Ric Flair Royal Rumble. The King of the Ring is meant, King Queen of the Ring is meant to uplift a talent that's there and just needs a little push to get
Agreed.
to that championship picture. Now,
Agreed.
I'm a little hypocritical here because at the same time, on the other side is Io, and Io has won titles. She's been in Mania. She was in the best WrestleMania match of WrestleMania 41, which was the triple threat match with Rhea and Bianca.
That was fire.
But the difference here is she's not holding a title, and this is a way to catapult her into the title picture. When it comes to Liv, it kind of doesn't make sense because no matter what, at Crown Jewel, you're getting to the point where it's going to be Liv versus Rhea. So you're going to supersede that by trying to get Liv and Rhea at SummerSlam? It makes no sense. Unless, with
Unless EO wins and then EO challenges and we get back to back.
or, or, I've already said it multiple times on this podcast. Io challenges Rhea because she's never lost to Rhea.
Yeah, but see, the only thing is
Let me
Rhea's
cook.
injury.
Let me cook. Let me
He
cook.
said, let him cook. All right. I got my plate out.
We get either, what did you say? Who's injured?
Rhea.
Go after Rhea. Either heel turn for Io because of that, for doing that, which works perfectly because Psycho Io is awesome. And that song, that theme song of her works perfectly as a Psycho. But also at the same time, this split between Roxanne and Liv has been going on. And I'm thinking that we're going to get Roxanne versus Liv at SummerSlam. And the destruction of Judgment Day begins.
The only reason I bring up Rhea's injury is because there is a possibility she may not be ready for SummerSlam. So if she can't physically perform and there's rumbling, she might have to vacate the belt because the injury is more than what they thought it was going to be. So that's where I go with, oh, EO beats Liv and then says, I beat you once, I can beat you twice. I'm choosing you. Now your belt's on the line this time. Because technically at Queen of the Ring, she's going to be wrestling EO, but she doesn't have to defend her belt.
True, true. I'll give you that. But also at the same time, well, WWE does pivot a lot. So
Yeah. So she doesn't have to defend her belt. So it's like, I beat you. Now put your belt on the line. Now you got to put your belt on the line and I'm gonna beat you again.
I get that. But eh, it works. It works. I'm not gonna downplay that. It really does work. Damn, that sucks about Rhea though. Same thing with Charlotte though.
Yeah.
I hated what they did to her.
Because they're trying not to have her vacated. So I think they're trying to give her time to heal. So how do you do that and have her not have to put the belt on the line? And with SummerSlam around the corner, you have EO win Queen of the Ring, challenge Liv, and then that's your women's championship match for SummerSlam, right? Maybe she's not able to perform yet, but able to return. So then you get the interruptions. Rhea comes in, comes in, tries to save it or whatever, and then that's how you get Rhea versus Liv at Crown Jewel.
I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for what I'm about to say. Look, if Liv Morgan could go from WrestleMania till SummerSlam without defending her title, Rhea could wait an extra month or two.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
absolutely.
when was the last time Liv defended her title?
Right, that part.
Exactly. You know?
And she's been wrestling, but she hasn't been defending the title.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's ridiculous. So, you know, that's where I'm at when it comes to that. I kind of get now why people say Jade got picked on this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, that's creative's fault for not letting her wrestle.
Yeah.
Like even without defending the belt, she still could have wrestled.
Yes. So I think maybe they learned from that. It's like, okay, Rhea's hurt. We know maybe they knew the whole time they wanted Liv versus Rhea at Crown Jewel, right? Because that sells. And so how do we maneuver through this? Have her wrestle, have her enter Queen in the ring, have her do this, so keep her active. So at least we see her active. We see her wrestling.
I'm still kind of sad that Stephanie Vicari ain't back yet. Like, come on, girl.
Yeah, she got hurt too. So that's the thing. Like it's too many top card women are
Men
are
and
injured.
women.
Yeah, but well, there's nothing wrong with Randy. I don't know what's up with Drew, and CM Punk is on vacation. So it like the men, it's like I can't wait for Drew, Randy, and CM Punk to come back. And that changes
Same.
the whole dynamic with a whole lot of stuff. Um, but yeah, and
Well,
I'm telling you, this whole bloodline thing is leading to The Rock coming back.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, especially since WrestleMania is actually in Saudi, I think they have the money to do it.
Yeah.
But before we stop talking WWE, let's go to what's happening this weekend. And that is
That is right.
Night of Champions.
The Night of Champions.
They have a few matches, and I'm all for them.
What's match number one?
Uh, hmm. Okay. Let's start off with two guys. One guy that I know that definitely has put on a show, and one guy that they're actually giving a chance to. And that's Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints.
I like that matchup.
Love it.
Uh, I think Trick retains, but I love that they're. When I first saw Ricky Saints in AEW, the first thing I said was, "That's a WWE guy." Hell yeah! I was like, he will shine in WWE. And I'm glad that he's getting this push, so that he can showcase that. I think the storyline between him, Trick, and Carmelo is beautiful for this mid card. We are seeing what we will see when they finally move them up to the top cards. This is a beautiful match.
To me, same thing. Same feeling with you. The only thing is, I feel this match is going to be. They're going to show Ricky Saints off like they did Ethan Page on Saturday Night Main Event when he fought Penta.
Yeah,
Ethan had a great showing. Lost the
yeah,
match, but had a great
yeah,
showing. And I feel
yeah.
that's what's going to happen here.
Absolutely,
I feel that's what's going
absolutely,
to happen here. So
absolutely.
we both. I'm assuming we both got Trick.
We got both got Trick.
All right, cool, cool. We both got Lemon Pepper Steppers. Now,
Yes.
next match. It's kind of difficult to pick because there's a lot of good matches here, and I'm gonna go with probably the one a lot of people won't think I'm going next with. Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins in a steel cage match.
I'm going Seth over Braun.
How?
Pinfall.
I have it different.
How you got it?
I have it. I have Braun winning.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know how they're gonna call it. They might call it Seth, but I have Braun spearing Seth through the cage because that is a victory. It just depends on who lands first.
That's true.
So that's where I'm kind of shaky. I want it to be Braun, but because he's the one Seth's the one that goes to first, he might get the victory off of that.
See, I think because the Vision is going to try and interfere,
It's a
and
cage
the
match.
Street
They
Profit.
can't.
Well,
It'll be
well,
I'll be an outside battle. By the way,
well.
congrats to the Street Profits for winning the belt.
Again, I said try to interfere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Street Profits and I believe in Joe Hendry
Ah, love that dude.
comes out. They
It'll
kind of
be
stop him,
Monday.
and right as Braun is trying to do all of that, that's where, boom, something happens. He ends up in the cage still with something with a spear, where he spears the cage. That's where Seth gets him, stomps him. 1, 2, 3.
I don't like this next matchup because one of these two have to lose, and I don't think either of them can. And for the women's United States title, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
I think Tiffy Time wins.
I do too, but that would mean that Jade has lost 3 matches in a row.
I think Tiffy Time wins. Do I want Jade to win? You know I'm a Jade fan,
I
but
know.
I think Tiffy Time wins.
I think they're gonna do what I've been wanting them to do, and that's actually put the belt on Jade. That way she could actually develop.
Maybe we'll see. Because Chelsea Green is going to come save the day.
This is true, and you are a big Chelsea fan. You are a very big Chelsea fan. Yeah, no, but I'm going with Jade. I think Jade wins this because don't forget, B-Fab and Meechin are going to be out there too. And if it's just Chelsea Green, unless like Piper Niven comes back or something, but that's about it.
We might not see Piper Niven for a very long time.
Exactly. Uh, we spoke about it earlier, and we love the build. So let's just pick our winner, the triple threat match: Cody, Gunther, and Zammy.
Cody.
Cody as well. I think Gunther should though.
I think Sammy gets screwed somehow.
All right. We were talking about it just even before we started talking about Night of Champions. Io versus Liv. How do you go? How does it go here? I think Io wins. I've been wanting
I
Io to
think
win.
Io wins, and then she challenges Liv for her title.
And the ending that we all knew. Jey Uso versus Obafemi. King of the Ring.
Jay wins.
Jey wins. His promos have definitely gotten better.
And that's because Brock returns,
Brock returns. Screws over
screws
Oba.
over Obi, and we get our rubber match at SummerSlam.
Exactly. That's basically where this is leading to, and that's
Yep.
where it's been going.
We've been saying this for weeks now. So that one we were already on the same page through the whole. We were like, we know what's gonna happen. We've been calling it. We've been calling this for weeks. King of the Ring has literally played out the way that we said in regards to getting to the ending. Now, who
Yes.
won in the in between? All that don't matter now.
We were a
We
little
already
wrong.
told y'all we
We
were a
were
little
wrong.
wrong on that, but we were 100% right on who was going to be winning when fighting for King of the Ring
Mm-hmm.
and how it's going to end in King of the Ring. So all we need to complete the cycle is for the Beast Incarnate to show up.
Yes. Yes. All we need is Lesnar. And I'm all for it. I'm all for Lesnar. I'm all for
I'm all
Lesnar.
for it too. I'm all for it too.
So those are our picks. Let's go down once again. I have Jade, you have Tiffy.
Yep.
We both have Cody.
Yep.
The steel cage match, it just depends on who they call it, but I think Braun is spearing
And I got Seth.
Cage, and you got Seth. We both got Trick, even though we
Yep.
think Vicky's gonna have a performance, a very
Yep.
good. We both got Io,
Yep.
and we both got Jade.
Yep.
All right, so that's where we're at. Uh, Again, I know we didn't talk about it much, but before we end this, shout out to the Profits for finally becoming tag team champions.
Oh, yes. Cups in the air. Let's go.
And one
The
shout
Street
out.
Profits are up.
Yep, Street Profits are up. Thank you, Joe Henry. Okay, cool. I was just because I said his name and I'm like, is he coming out? But one other thing, since we already mentioned his name too, shout out to Trick Williams and Lash Legend for tying the knot.
Oh yeah. Congrats to them.
Congrats to them and everything like that. But we'll be back.
Yes,
We're
we
gonna take a
will.
little. We're gonna step away for commercial breaks right now. and we'll be back to talk a little AEW. I will say this: there is someone in the WWE universe because, as you know, TNA is somewhat
Part of
owned
yep,
part of
yep.
WWE. I'll be talking about that coming up on the AEW side of things. So
All
catch
right.
you people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WDW. We discuss wrestling. This is the AEW portion of everything. I, as you know, am your host, Fernando Pimentel, and that is,
Ken Collins, the one and only.
well, let's get into AEW. AEW has a big pay per view, Forbidden Door, coming up, but that main event picture got very convoluted. I get it. MJF's knee is still more than likely a tad bit hyperextended, so you have to find a way to not make him the focal point of a match. But to do what they did is yeah, I'm not into it. It's still gonna be a cage match. Still gonna be a cage match. Still
We
gonna
love
be
us
this
a good
weekend.
cage match.
It's still gonna be a cage match. It's still gonna be this weekend.
We're
But
getting two cage matches this weekend. I'm very excited.
now it is going to be a 12 man steel cage match. And if Mark Briscoe's team wins, now he gets the title shot.
I'm okay with the pivot.
No, I'm not. You want to know why I'm not okay with it?
Oh, of course you're not okay with it because AEW, as long as MJF is not the champ, then you
MJ, no, no,
boycott
no,
them.
no, 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 no. You want to know why I'm not okay with it?
Why?
This is why I'm not okay with it. How are you going to make us pay for that match in a steel cage, but at the same time, give us that exact match with the exact same members, not in a steel cage?
You got to pay for the steel cage.
No, no, but that's the problem. We're gonna get a 12-man steel cage match. You know what they're gonna do sooner than later if they haven't done it yet this year,
What?
and I don't recall them doing it this year yet. A blood and guts match, which is a 10-man steel cage match.
Okay, I see where you're going with it now.
So I'm just like,
I see where you're going with it now.
it's
Okay,
stupid,
okay, okay.
stupid. It's
You
redundant.
you won me over. You won me
Yeah.
over.
It's like we were talking when it came to WWE all of last year, even up to now. 2025 to now, we haven't seen one Hell in a Cell match.
We have not, and I'm very disappointed in that.
I love it because when they bring
That
it
used to
back,
be a staple pay-per-view
yeah, it
or
was.
PLE.
I love it because when it does come back, you're gonna be hyped for it. It could be Penta versus Ethan Page in a Hell in a Cell match, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm down with that.
So I know this is the AEW segment, but since you said that, what if Cody loses Crown Jewel? They're
Mm-hmm.
technically 1-1, one on one. So then that third one for the rubber match is Roman Cody Hell in a Cell.
That would be their third match though, because remember WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania 40, and now Crown Jewel. That'd be three, boy.
No, 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 no. That was a tag team.
No, WrestleMania 40. Remember Cody won the title from Roman.
Yes.
WrestleMania
Roman has
39.
one on one.
WrestleMania 39 was a one-on-one. Roman beat Cody. That's two. And if we do Crown Jewel, that would be three.
All right, so fourth one,
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell. But I think that would be. He said I'm beating you 1-on-1. I gotta do my math. Well, we talking AEW.
Yeah, but no, that's where my issue is with this whole convoluted pay per view. Like, you're going to do a blood and guts match sooner than later, all right? Which is
You're gonna
which is
do a blast. I
which I,
just did the math. You're right. Go ahead.
which I think is a 10-man, or it could even be a 12-man two ring. It's their version of War Games, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the same time, you're doing a 12-man one ring steel cage with 12 men. That just sounds
Wild.
all ridiculous types of stuff.
But
I
now too didn't want to see it though, because how
I
they gonna really do this, right? Because again, if it was a 12 man, so Hell in a Cell, the cell is just bigger, right?
Yeah.
Then the steel cage basically is bigger. So
Yeah.
I can see what you're saying. Like if you were doing that kind of a cage, right? They just don't have a word for it or call what to call it in AEW because they've never done anything like
But
that
they're
in
not doing a
AEW.
Hell in a Cell. It's just straight up
Right.
cage.
It's just a straight up cage. So 12 men in that small ass cage, it's like it's already not enough room in a rumble, but you've got everything on the outside. So how are we
Exactly.
putting 12 men in a cage doing this? Right? Like that's the crazy part, which is why you want to tune in for it.
I don't. It's going to be way too convoluted. I understand Stadium Stampede and I understand Anarchy in the Arena. I understand those. Those are awesome because everyone goes everywhere and they got multiple
Yeah.
cameras.
Yeah.
This is just, this is putting too much in a small space.
I know. I agree. And I think
Like
it's going to be awesome.
the last time they had a cage match, and I'm not talking blood and guts, I mean just straight up steel cage, was last year's Revolution Osprey versus Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
Awesome match. Like, how are they going to do this? I don't see it. I want, again, the curiosity of it. Maybe I agree with you there, but
That's where I'm with. I'm like, that's a lot of people in a
but
freaking steel cage, and the steel cage isn't really that big, right? I get rumbles because then you're even bringing them in, kind of one at a time. But you've got the outside to kind of stage it. Even there's certain camera angles that can still get everybody at the same time, even if they're spread out. But it's like fucking sardines in there,
exactly.
right? That's gonna be the crazy part. That's gonna be the crazy part because it's gonna have to spill out. It has to.
Well, then that defeats the purpose of the steel cage. The
But
purpose of
we'll
the
see how
steel
they do.
cage.
So I'll say this. I'll say this. Let them cook. Let's
Oh,
reserve judgment until we see how they decide to try to pull this off.
all right, I'll give you that, but I have my reservations. I have my
That's
concerns.
okay. That's
And,
okay.
and even then, the stipulation itself, if Mark Briscoe's team wins, he gets the title shot. Can I
Which means
break?
Mark Briscoe's team is going to win.
No, no, no. But see, that's the problem. If I give you the names of who's on whose team, there is no chance in hell Mark Briscoe's team should win.
But his team is going to win because we got to get Mark Briscoe versus MJF one on one. So we know his team is going to win. So what they're giving us is like, yo, we need time for him to heal a little bit, but he can slightly perform. So let's throw a bunch of people in the cage so he doesn't have to really do too much. Briscoe's team is going to win, which is going to be an upset, right? That's why you've got the people that they got. It's going to be an upset. And then, our scumbag can be our scumbag one on one when he's fully healed.
True, but again, let me give you the participants.
Okay.
And then you tell me if there is even a
They're
fucking
not supposed to win. This is
if there
why
is
it's the underdog story.
if there is a snowball chance in hell that
Mark
Mark Briscoe
Briscoe
can't
is
win.
the ultimate underdog.
So here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
MJF team. I'm gonna start off with the weakest person on his team,
Okay.
Jake Doyle. Okay, Jake Doyle.
Yeah.
All right. Now let me move ahead. Andre Idolo. Andrade El Idolo. All right. Kevin Knight. Kyle Fletcher.
That's a needle mover.
Kazuchika Okada.
I like Okada.
And MJF.
Yeah. They're supposed to win, which is why they're not going to win.
Now let me give you Mark Briscoe's team. I don't know where to start on when it comes to the weakest here. I really don't. So I'm sorry for the first name I'm going to say because I actually like him. I really do. And it's funny because the guy I hate would you would think I'd put him here, but no. I'll give this guy the first one. Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly is good.
Kyle O'Reilly's good. We met him. We said hello to him. Roderick Strong.
We did. We did. That's my guy.
Roddy Strong.
His team's not that weak.
It is if you look at it compared to where everybody else is at. Orange Cassidy.
That's my guy.
My guy, Konosuke Takeshita.
I mean, I would argue Mark Briscoe has the better team, but I already know how you feel about those guys. So I'm not going to make that argument right
No, but
now.
see, that's the thing, though. I haven't
But
said
what
I hate yet.
Briscoe's
Mark
got the
Briscoe.
better team. I'm
Mark
now
Briscoe.
I'm just gonna go. Mark Briscoe's got the better team. He's gonna win.
Uh,
He's got the good guys.
and then last and very least, Darby Allin.
We already know how you feel about Darby Allin, so we don't have to go into that.
He's the dude
Okay.
that's going to jump off the cage. We already know he's the one that's going to do it.
Yes, and he's gonna win it for him. And then you'll be boycotting for at least a week.
Yeah, I'll be fine if he does it. At the end of the day, he
So
won the title shot.
so here's the deal. Okay. This is not the same level, but this is basically like the tag team stipulation on how what the rules will be when it was Seth and Cody versus Roman and Rock, right? Whoever wins the tag team, whoever won, it was got to set the rules. So because they won the tag team, it ended up being tribal rules, which means no disqualifications, and you got everybody jumping in doing all of that. We don't have to go through that. You've got basically baby faces versus heels. The baby faces are going to rise to the occasion, win it for their guy, so he can go up against the ultimate heel, only to lose eventually because they're not going to give the belt off MJF to Mark Briscoe.
No.
But this is perfect. Just ride with it.
You
It's
want to know why I
meant to
can't?
just enjoy it. Just
You
meant
want to
to
know
be.
why I
You
can't?
don't have to be so cynical about it.
You want to know why I can't?
Why?
Remember when I first started this little rant, I had already told you they had this match already?
Yeah,
The bad guys whooped the good guys' asses. Like to the point where they were the ones standing and the bad guys were face down,
but that's okay.
knocked out. No, 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 no. I get it in a one-on-one essence. I get it when it's Roman versus Cody
Yeah.
and the bloodline comes in and fucks up Cody and they leave him there. That's the one of the this was an equal set of people. This wasn't a 3-on-1, this wasn't a 6-on-1, this was a 6-on-6. There was
Okay.
no advantage, there was no disadvantage, it was even. That's why I can't get behind it because it was even. You can't make it even. You got to give them the distinct advantage so they could be the underdogs. You didn't do that in this story.
You going too deep.
That's what
You
she
do
said.
that sometimes though.
That's what she said. I know.
Yes, I know. I know. This is it. It is to give us a good matchup because everybody that you named though are all capable of performing and performing at high levels,
I never
right?
said they are not.
Right. So which is why I'm like reserve judgment because I think the people that they chose are really good at these kind of matches. So they'll be able to figure out something to make this steel cage match look really, really good, right? And give us that throwback 80s good guy versus bad guy feel to it.
Again, a lot of the people that are in this match I like. And
Right. So
it just
reserve judgment for after the match.
look at the same time. I'm gonna tell you like this. I've never been to a buffet that has Chinese, Mexican, and Italian,
I have.
and I like all three of them. Doesn't mean
Yep.
if I go to that buffet, I'm gonna eat all three because I want
I
all.
have.
So that's kind of how I feel about this match.
Hey, it is what it is. We can agree to disagree.
All right. But we're both agreeing that Briscoe's team's going to win because
Yeah, absolutely.
they have a pay-per-view before All In and
Yeah.
they need to have Briscoe at least have a match with MJF. And I'm fine with it because I told you they have an intertwined storyline from last year.
Yeah.
So I've been fine with it. I just don't like the build to this match and I understand it's a pivot because MJF got injured,
Yeah.
but uh, it's just not flowing.
It's okay.
They took a scenic route to
Don't
the
take it so
direct route they had.
serious. Don't
They
take it
took
so
a scenic,
serious.
yeah, they took a scenic route to the direct
Because
route.
he's injured. Because he's
Yeah.
injured. So they gotta so that's what I'm saying. So like knowing that information, it's okay to let this one go.
And what's sad is they're actually gonna pin one of the better wrestlers. Like, honestly, think it's gonna be like Okada or Fletcher that's gonna take it. When you could give it, like, you could pin Jack Doyle, let Jack Doyle lose,
We don't know what's gonna happen yet.
or Andrade is the one who's gonna lose because MJF is still pissed off that Andrade dropped the ball to even give Darby Allin the title shot, and then we went on that run with Darby. But I can see that going too because that's another intertwined storyline. There's just way too much going on in this event. In
Because
fact, the world.
sometimes you just gotta sit back and enjoy the ride. You don't gotta overanalyze it. And this is one of those situations where it's just like, oh, he's hurt. We got to throw a bunch of people in here so that way we can have a good match, get to where we need to go. Right.
You know
And
what? You know what? This is the best analogy I could put it for you, bro. They're putting raisins in the potato salad.
no, they're not.
They
They're
are.
not.
They're
They're
putting
not.
raisins in the
Okay.
potato salad.
What do you, what would you have them do given that MJF is injured? Right. It's like, yo, he could kind of perform, but he can't do one on one. Would you rather it be a tag match? Would you rather them not like what would you rather? They already advertised the steel cage. So they're not going to take away the steel cage. So what would you have them do for it? That's my point. So it's
I already have the perfect idea.
what is it?
MJF cannot perform. All cards are subject to change. We will give you the cage match.
But he
We will give you Mark Briscoe, and we will give you an opponent of MJF's choosing. That is how you make Mark Briscoe the underdog because he has no idea who's coming. He has no idea who he's going to wrestle. He could wrestle Andrade. Okada wasn't booked on the card. Okada wasn't booked on the card. You could
but
make Okada
But
versus.
MJ so but MJF is still able to perform. He's just not able to perform one on one. And you want to still use his name. He's the draw. He's the sale. He is the man
Exactly. And
in
he decides on the pay-per-view who Briscoe will fight.
but here's my thing.
But he's there.
What if also too it's because sometimes with injuries it's yo, you can't do this but you can do this. And actually if you do this, this will actually help with the injury a little bit more, right? There are injuries that are like that. And
Yeah. Hey,
so
hey, Jason Tatum came back too early. Had to sit out. You saw what happened to Boston.
did he come back too early? Because he didn't really get hurt till like, and that could happen at any given point in time, right? It wasn't necessarily related to the injury.
And there, yeah, it
So,
was because it was still the hamstring.
well, his hamstring. That's people's hamstrings happen. So, but it wasn't his calf, or the Achilles. So I'm just saying, if MJF's like, well, I'm good to go at this level, they want to use his name. And again, that's why I say, yo, let's just wait till it happens because it could be amazing. We don't know yet.
I think it's going to be okay. And I'm gonna use the word you just used. I believe it's going to be amazing, but I believe it's going to be an amazing mess.
Oh my gosh. We don't know yet. You
At
know
the
what
end of
I
the
do
day,
know? You know
what?
what I do know? We get Mercedes Monet
We'll talk
versus
about her in a
Mariah
minute.
World.
We'll talk about her in a few, but let's get through this card. Uh, Divine Dominion versus Thunder Rosa
Mm.
and Olympia. For those of you who don't know who Divine Dominion is, you need to like definitely get up under the rock that you're living under because that is the lovely Megan Bain and Lena Cross. And those two women have actually held the titles pretty damn good ever since beating Willow and Harley Cameron. That was I'm down with those two women. Those two women are dope.
Well, you know I'm a Willow fan, so I'm okay. I'm all uh, on them.
I'm a Willow fan too, but Megan Bain, baby, Megan Bain, Megan Bain. That's all I got to say about that. We'll go into the matches that we kind of don't know much about because again, this is Forbidden Door, so this is AEW versus pretty much the world. And there's Pac versus Shota Imuno. I really don't know much about Shoto Imuno, but
Me
I do
either.
know a lot about Pac.
Yeah.
Considering it's an AEW event, yes, there have been matches where the visitors have won, but I'm gonna go with Pac here. I just know what I'm getting from Pac.
He's a solid wrestler and
Yeah,
a great entertainer, good on the mic. Like I like Pat.
yeah, I've always liked the bastard.
Yeah.
Pac is dope. Uh, Honestly, right now to me, even though I love Rhea and we all know this, the best women's champion in all of wrestling right now, Thekla versus Starlight Kid. Dude,
He
Thekla,
loves Tekla. He
I
loves
love
Tekla,
I
y'all.
love
He
Thekla.
loves Tekla. He
Her
loves Tekla,
freaking
y'all.
her freaking I sound like I'm drunk promos that last like 45 seconds to a minute and a half are amazing. The fact that she's what Moxley's lunatic fringe wishes it was.
It was, yeah. I give
That's
you
what
that. I'll give you
that's
that
what
100%.
that's what
I'll give
Tekla
you
is.
that 100%.
That's what Dean Ambrose, John Moxley's lunatic fringed, unhinged individual. That's Tekla. Tekla right now, honestly, is to me the best women's champion in all of wrestling right now.
I would love to make an argument against it because I'm a Liv Morgan fan. Um,
I'm a Rhea fan.
no, I get that, but Rhea being injured and she hasn't really been able to do what she could with the belt. She always it's like she gets the belt and then she gets hurt. She gets to the promised and then gets hurt. Anyway, um,
Liv not defending it.
right, Liv not defending it. I'm going to by default concede to that side of the opinion.
No, and I'm even going like on US and Intercontinental as well, like over Tiffy, over Soul.
Well, no. When we talking champs, we only talk about the top.
Yeah, so
We
yeah,
only talk about the top.
I'm
Kudos to the other ones, but there's levels to it.
yeah. So, Starlight Kid I actually do know a little bit about because of Stardom and everything like that,
Yeah, yeah,
but it's just Tekla. Tekla right now is it. I honestly think they're building Tekla versus Mercedes. Again, we've had this discussion. I don't know how it's going to work because Mercedes needs to be the good guy here. There's no way Tekla
yeah.
could be the good guy, but we'll see how that goes when we get there. Let's see. Next match. Speaking of wishes, he was John Moxley versus Bandito.
You already know how I feel about John Moxley.
You
We can
already know
keep
how I feel
moving.
about John Moxley. He needs to
We can keep
freaking
moving. We
he
can
needs
keep
to
moving.
take no. Let's talk about it because I like Bandito. Bandito's dope. Bandito
Bandito is dope. I love Bandito. I like Bandito. In fact,
Bandito
I think Bandito should win.
agreed. Bandito, I was gonna say Bandito in losing efforts has shown off. Earlier this year when he won the Diamond Ring Challenge and he challenged MJF for the title. Great match. At Revolution had one of the best matches of the night versus Andrade in a losing effort. Bandito in a losing effort, still one of the best wrestlers that AEW has. Bandito versus Swerve, one of the best matches at Double or Nothing in a losing effort. Remember how I told you when we were previewing Double or Nothing that
Yeah,
Takeshita finally needs a victory?
yeah.
That was gunshots. That's exactly how I feel right now. That's exactly how I feel right now about Bandito. With all
Yeah,
the losing efforts against the big guys that he's fought,
yeah.
I think he needs a victory.
I think Bandito gets this victory because John
I hope
Moxley
so
needs to take a
because
back seat.
I hope so because it's for John Moxley's title. It's for the AEW Continental Championship. And again, I just need Moxley to leave for some time.
Yeah.
No, those are fireworks. All
They've
right.
been going off.
Yeah. It's almost
It's
4th of
LA in the summertime.
July. Yeah. Now, we have a couple of other matches that we could talk about, but let's go to a match I think you're into. And this one is one of those I have to see this match because I want to see how lame these two guys are going to be versus who they're going to be put up against. And that's the dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors versus Cope and Cage.
Kobe Cage is going to dog walk the dogs.
Exactly. And I'm just like, a squash match on a pay per view? I don't see it.
It's to I think more so it's to elevate the dogs, kind of get them shine. They're going to go up against arguably one of the greatest tag teams of all time,
Hmm.
one of my favorite tag teams of all time. Uh, and I think where Cope and Cage are in their career, this is what they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm reserving judgment to see how well they perform against them. Now I'm going to look to see, can y'all wrestle? Can y'all keep up with the can the new dogs keep up with the old dogs? Can they run with the OGs?
I doubt they can.
We'll see.
Like I get Finley's heritage because I love this father. Fit was awesome.
Yeah,
Fit was dope in WCW. Fit was dope in WWE. You
yeah,
know, really solid wrestler. I just haven't seen his father in him yet.
yeah.
Like with Randy, we saw it quick
Quick.
when it came to Bob Orton, and he exceeded.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Fit in David,
Well, maybe this is his breakout.
and Super Pause all that, but I just don't see what the purpose of this match is besides just Cope and Cage getting a pay-per-view paycheck and just whooping their asses. And that's where I'm at. But honestly, I think the triple threat tag team match is better. Let's go with Unbound Co. And that's Shingo Takagi and Titan. I actually know about Shingo because Shingo's actually been on American TV. So know about him. Really good. Versus El Sky Team. El Sky Team is Mascara Dorada and Mystico, which
Mystical.
exactly Mystico at AEW Revolution was awesome. Any appearance that Mystico has had in AEW has he's basically Bandito with calories. He's basically
I
Bandito with
like how you
calories.
put that. I
And
like
that
how you
that
put that.
Bandito is Mystical light. Mystico is like the main,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm down with it. Mystico has always shown off versus AEW's elite tag team, the Elite, the Young
The
Bucks.
elite, the Young Bucks, the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks win, but I think this one is going to be better than the Cope and Cage versus the Old Dogs. This is the one where you're gonna see a show put on.
Yeah, this is more veterans on
This,
veterans on veterans,
yeah,
and
but
everybody knows
still
their role.
young. Right. Like they're veterans, but they're seasoned
Mm-hmm.
more so than like this is like they can still pull out all the moves.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be the one where you'll see highlights.
To me, Shingo and Titan are here to take the fall. I don't
Yeah,
think
but that's
I don't
okay.
think I don't think they want Mystical or Mascara Dorada to take
Yeah,
the fall. And there's no
yeah.
way the Young Bucks are losing considering the rumored match at All In with Cage, Cope, Young Bucks,
Cope
and
and Bug
FTR.
Bucks, and we got to get to that. We got to get to that.
That ladder match, yeah.
Yeah,
So I doubt that that's going to change. So I got the Bucks winning this in a spectacle of a match. To be honest with you, probably the match of the night. Probably the
it just
match
might be. You now that you say that, that just might be.
that might be the match of the night. Now let's get to the Owen Hart tournament. Let's start with the women, and then I'll sandwich it in, and then we'll go to the men. Mercedes Monet, Mercedes Thick Monet versus Maya World.
Mercedes wins, but I think Maya World gives her a hell of a fucking match.
I think this is Maya World's coming out party. I think this is where she shows off everything and anything she has because this is the opportunity of a lifetime for her.
Yep,
And
yep.
I feel Mercedes is going to play the who the hell are you? Just play with her. Play with her, play with her. And then that's when Maya, probably like about 5, 6 minutes into the match, just goes full blown this, and I'm just gonna go all out. And
Yeah.
it's a good match. I think it's gonna be a good 15 to 20-minute match. Ultimately, Mercedes wins, but Maya earns Mercedes respect
And
and
I
earns
and
the
I
respect of the
think
fans.
I hope and I think that Maya or Mercedes gives her the respect at the end.
Yes, and I feel she will. I feel she will.
Yeah,
I feel that's going to be the launching point for
yeah,
Mercedes good guy turn.
yeah, yeah,
That's where I think that
yeah,
goes.
yeah. Because this is, I think this might be the second best match of the night, if
No,
not the best.
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
This will be like the fourth or fifth.
Behind who?
Oh, okay. So are we done with Maya and
We
and
can be, because
okay,
I want to hear this.
okay. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kenny Omega.
Okay, give me another one.
Oh
You
no,
didn't
that's
you
gonna
didn't
be a
convince me
match.
on that one. You didn't convince. I didn't say it wasn't gonna be good.
Oh, it's
It
gonna be better than Mercedes versus
it,
Maya.
I don't think so.
It's gonna be better than Mercedes versus
I
Maya.
don't think so.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't think so.
These two guys are gonna tear the house down.
I didn't say that they won't.
Uh, it's just
It
gonna be
might
better
be
than
the third or fourth best match of the night.
nah. It's gonna be it'll probably be the third. The fourth I still think will probably fourth or fifth will still be Mercedes.
So you're at least putting it in a top five match.
Oh yeah, with this lineup, yeah, with this lineup, definitely. Because remember, I already think the 12
Cage
man
match is
tag is
gonna be
gonna be
shit.
yeah. No, I don't think it's gonna be shit. It's just, I think it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be way too much going on that they're not gonna be able to
It'll be
follow.
a beautiful mess.
Yeah.
But we're okay with beautiful messes though.
Yes, yes.
Like sometimes beautiful messes work.
So we already said that we think the Young Bucks triple threat tag team match will probably be the match of the night.
No, we said yeah. The triple threat one. Yeah. You're right.
So
So
I
that
think
and
that's
that's
gonna be one.
and so yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. I'm putting Mercedes in my world's match kind of right behind theirs because I really do think that might be the match of the night.
Ah, well then I have to kill your hopes. But before I
No, no,
do,
no, not Mercedes and Mariah Way, the triple threat match. I think that might be the match of the night.
no, yeah, I know. But even then, I still have one more match that I know will supersede
Okay.
Mercedes and Maya. But before we get to that match, because it's the last match we'll talk about, what are your thoughts on Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr.?
I think Kenny Omega wins. I think it's one of the ones where it's kind of like the Mercedes in the Mariah May match, where it's like, okay, you got the old dude, he's kind of putting over the younger guy and giving him a chance to shine, giving him a chance to go all out. I think certain wrestlers in AEW, Kenny being one of them, Y2J being one of them, uh, Cope and Cage being in that realm. These are guys now that are there to give a light and to shine a light on the dudes that basically are kind of starting to pass torch to.
Gotcha.
And so I think this is going to be one of those kind of matches where you're going to see them just go all out and he's going to allow this dude to really show what the fuck he's got.
I agree with you. I think Kenny wins. I think Zach just shows off like he usually and when I mean show off, I don't mean hot dog. I mean show off like he just
Yeah.
shows off his skills. He literally
Yeah.
shows
Yeah.
the AEW crowd what they know already, goes a little bit more and above and beyond than he usually does, just because it's a big event, it's the big
Yep.
American event, and he's on pay-per-view. And I honestly think it's gonna be one of the best matches of the night. I do put it over Mercedes versus Maya, but hopefully I'm wrong. But I do feel Kenny ultimately gets the victory because at the end of the day, he's one of those guys that are buying for a title shot versus MJF.
Yes.
And even though he
Yes.
may not get it, they
You
still have
got to
to keep
show
it.
something.
They still
Yeah,
have to keep that storyline running.
and we all know who the fuck Kenny Omega is.
Exactly.
So if you're able to perform with this guy here and like make your presence felt and shown, then that's what catapults you into okay, cool. We can start thinking about moving you over to compete with these top guys over here. Kenny Omega is now a gatekeeper. I mean, that's what they are.
True.
Jericho's a gatekeeper. Cope and Cage, they're gatekeepers, right? It's like
True.
if you can run with us, you can run with them,
Yeah.
right? They can in ring judge things, see things. That's and calling them gatekeepers is not a bad thing. It just means that they've reached a level in legendary status to where it's kind of like they have the power to put someone over, and that's
They're the
big time.
bar. They're
Yeah,
the bar.
yeah,
Now, let's go to the match that I feel, and I honestly think you'll probably agree with me, should main event the night. Considering we're not getting a title match, this match should main event the night. The men's Owen Hart Cup final. Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland.
That
Now,
should be the main event. It should be the fight of the night. It won't be, but it should be. But I will tell you this, it will be the most exciting one of the night.
yes, it's the most anticipated out of all the
Yeah.
matches, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
because this is the only one that's actually, well, I'm gonna say Bandito and Moxley was kind of thrown in. They had the pivot when it came to the 12 man. This is the one that's been linear with
Yeah.
AEW.
Yeah.
This isn't somebody coming from here. This isn't somebody coming from there or anything like that. This has been a linear,
Linear. They got history. Their storyline has just been
good.
you good, and you could connect it all the way back. They could because of the history. So it's just
Exactly.
kind of like my heart says Swerve, my
Well,
head
my heart says
says
Swerve as well, but
Osprey.
yeah, but considering where they're going, where All In is going to be, the storyline and everything, it all screams Osprey.
Osprey. Osprey.
Osprey, Osprey. But I feel this match is going to give that triple tag team match a run for its money. They both have the skill. They both have it. I need a Osprey to sell more. I need Swerve just to be Swerve, and that'll be fine.
Yeah, Swerve just be Swerve.
Yeah,
Swerve just be
be Swerve.
Swerve.
You'll be
And you'll be
fine.
good. You'll be good.
But this match, considering we're not getting a title match, I do feel should be the main event
Oh yeah. 100% should be the main event. They're
because
too
this
big
match
because there's no title match. So because there's no
exactly,
title match, this is the biggest match that you have. If this isn't main event, then what are we doing here?
exactly. So that is
I think
Forbidden
they should
Door.
start it with the 12-man match.
They should get it out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Get it out the way. Your thoughts? Are you gonna order Forbidden Door?
Of course I am.
You're actually gonna order AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah.
All right,
You told me to start watching more of the pay-per-views
this is true too,
and
because
not getting the highlights. So
yeah, because Revolution was awesome, Double or Nothing was awesome. So I'm like, yeah, you
and
should.
I'm excited for the matchups in this one. Like
Yeah,
this is one where it's just like, okay, Mercedes is back, MJF is there, Swerve is there. All the people that I like watching and love are there. So it's just
yeah.
like, all right, cool.
Now considering this is the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, and Forbidden Door is a concept which anybody could come in.
Yep.
TNA has recently made a release, and the reason why they made the release is because this wrestler wrestles not only for TNA, or did wrestle for TNA, but also wrestled with CMLL, which has
Mm-hmm.
a
Ties
relationship
with
with
AEW.
AEW, and TNA has a relationship with WWE. So it's kind of like, who do you choose? You're in TNA, but the next step from TNA is NXT and then WWE. So you got a long way to go from CMML to AEW,
So
especially if
here
you
when
have
we get
especially if you haven't,
yeah,
is a quick jump.
we got about a minute left. So who are we talking about?
Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard
Just c- come on over to AEW.
is the only woman who ever won a heavyweight title because she beat Sammy Callahan in TNA for that
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
she's been in and out because she's had a lot of things going on that a lot of people didn't like and everything like that. She's been having her turmoil and all that, but she's back. She's been back for a while, and I honestly feel that Mercedes, after the Mercedes Maya World thing and everything like that, we could see Tessa Blanchard making a debut at AEW. Honestly,
I would not be mad at that. I think it would welcome it. It would bolster that women's division and it would make for very exciting storylines and matches.
very much so, very much so.
Yep.
But that's AEW for now. Next week when we come back, we will break down what we saw on Forbidden Door, and also at the same time for the WWE side, what we saw on Raw and Night of Champions.
That's
Till
right.
next week, ladies and gentlemen. As he likes to say, go ahead.
Like, subscribe, share, comment, do all of the things.